Welcome back to the Marketing Properties YouTube channel, where we talk all things property market with hints and tips and so much more. Today we're going to be following on from our last video, which was breaking down the full list of estate agency fees and how to go about choosing an estate agent and what to expect for your money in regards to their service. Today is going to be vital in helping you choose, and we're going to be telling you the 5 essential questions that you need to ask before instructing any estate agent. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Here are the 5 general questions that you need to ask. Number 1. Are there any hot buyers that may be interested in your property today? It's important that they have a list of any potential buyer that may be interested in your property. The longer a property sits on the market, the less interested people tend to become, and you want to make sure it gets sold as quickly as possible. So getting them to check their archive of hot buyers is always a fantastic way to go about selling your property quickly. Number 2, ask them how long on average they are taking to sell properties on their books. This will give you a bit of an insight as to their level of service, their track record, and how successful they have been in marketing and selling properties. Number 3, are there any properties like mine with similar specifications that you've sold in the last 3 months? Ask and check how they managed to do that, if the marketing was to your liking, and if the time frame suited you as well. You want to make sure that the level of service they provide is worth your money. Number 4, are their properties in general going for the asking price, or are they going for less? And if so, what is that percentage and how much are they decreasing properties by? This will give you a feel of their negotiating skills and let you know if they're valuing properties correctly. A huge mistake that people may have is valuing their property too high. And of course, valuations are traditionally set by estate agents, so you want to make sure you're asking those questions and alarm bells are ringing, because why are they having to discount so much if they're valuing properties correctly? And if so, what is the average discount that their properties are going on to sell for? This next question is so important and it's going to be key, and that is, what selling websites are you registered and advertising your property on? So whether it's Rightmove, Zoopla, or if they just do it independently on their own website, you need to know exactly where your house is being marketed. You need to know exactly the type of traffic it's going to get and how successful and how quickly it's likely to sell. And knowing where they plan to market and register your property for viewings is very important. And number 5, you need to ask if they are registered with the proper governing regulatory bodies like the National Association of Estate Agents. This will make sure that their practices are all up to code and everything is legal, and you're not about to run into legal disputes or delays in the property sale because things haven't been done quite right. And you need to make sure that they're governed and that there is a full complaints and compliance process. You also want to make sure that they're not selling on your information to third parties and everything is kept secure and confidential. So asking if they're accredited and asking these questions, who they're registered with, who they're governed by, is going to give you a good idea of how they go about running their business. And then this is the final question, kind of an extra tip if you like, and that is asking how they value their properties, where they get their information from, and how they go on about deciding a price. Ask them to get a portfolio together to show you exactly why they choose the price they do, and get them to break it down to make sure you agree in the valuation that they're giving your home. And those are the main questions that you need to be asking when it comes to selecting an estate agent. We would always suggest inviting 3 or 4 into your home to let them know that you're also, shopping around and you want to get the best deal, and you're asking all the relevant questions and making sure that the person that you're instructing or the business is right for you. Of course, if you do want to skip all of this hassle and the extra expense, you can sell to a professional cash buyer like Marketing Properties. If you're located in South Wales, we will give you a fast and fair cash offer for your property and take care of any costs involved. All the properties are bought with our own money, and there are no lengthy mortgage applications or risk of the property sale falling through. So get in touch today, and thanks so much for watching.